Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to do twin flame check-in. If you follow me over on Instagram, we've been talking lots over there about the energies that the Divine Feminine, that the collective I'm a part of, the super huge, tough energy that's been going through this last week. Yeah, about a week ago. And it's been coming up, bubbling up every now and then. I do go into more depth on my latest Divine Feminine post. There's a lot of focus right now around the Divine Feminine, so this video will be focused on the Divine Feminine, not the Divine Masculine. But just remember, whatever you're going through, your masculine is going through too on some level. It just may manifest differently. So please don't think that you won't get anything out of this, but please also, if you're only here to see, what's going on with the Divine Masculine, you're not going to grow and you're never going to get into union with your masculine. So this is the kind of reader I am. I'm here to push you guys to look at yourself and refocus, refocus on yourself, because that is the quickest and best way to get what it is that you're wanting in life in general. All right, so with that being said, Spirit, what's going on here? Based on the energies, and the Spirit's been calling it the quickening. And for those of you who have had babies, you'll know that is a pregnancy term. And there's a lot of the Divine Feminines in this collective that need womb healing, from miscarriages, abortions, pregnancies in general, with your karmic ex, abusive karmic ex, that is still needing to be healed, that hasn't been healed. And for some of you, it's been years since you've been with that karmic ex, and that's why we're needing to sort of refocus things. It's coming up so it can be released, and for a lot of us, we didn't even know that this stuff was still there. So let's see what's going on with the Divine Feminines, with the quickening. What do the Divine Feminines need to know? And the reason why I want to focus just solely on the Divine Feminines at this point in time is because it's a lot. It's a lot of energy that needs to be sifted through and sorted through here. So I really just want to, as a Divine Feminine myself, I really want to focus on that and bring you guys as much help, awareness and clarity as I possibly can. But if you guys are wanting goodness me, if you guys are wanting a personal reading with me, you can get one by heading to the link which is in the description box to my website. You don't need to, it will be through PayPal, but you don't need to have a PayPal account to make a purchase. So to order a reading, PayPal will give you an alternative payment form if you don't have PayPal, so don't worry about that. All right. 3 major arcana so far. We've got the Hermit, Judgment, and the Moon. So yeah, there's a new sense of awakening happening, and I said this last night on a post. If you haven't checked it out, go check out my Instagram post. It's titled, which one is it? This one. So Divine Feminine Twin Flame Energy update July 7th, because it's the 8th of July here today in Australia. Check out that. This is honestly bringing us to such a deeper, like I'm hearing well-rounded awareness of the self and of our twin, but also of, look at this looks like a galaxy or something. I know it's just the light, but there's a lot of answers here. So pay attention to your dreams, because the quickening, which is what I'm going to call this journey, this phase of the journey is called the quickening. And it's a funny story, I had the quickening in my mind as I was channeling that post, and I didn't know, I don't have children, so I didn't know that had anything to do with like pregnancy, and I had to look it up. I was like, what does that mean? Because I'm fairly sure that's like a coined term. And to my surprise, it had to do with pregnancy, and I was talking about womb healing. So this is for the Divine Feminines who have either had a miscarriage, abortion, or you've had children with your karmic ex-partner you are no longer with. This is still getting rid of the remnants. Because what it's doing at this point, because we're getting deeper and deeper and denser, and we're connecting deeper with not only ourselves, but with our person, with our counterpart, with our twin, that some of those, the bacteria from the past karmic relationship with the abusive karmic ex, it's getting onto this, it's infecting, the bacteria is infecting this beautiful, healthy organism that is our divine counterpart connection. And if you had experienced something during this week from Friday to Friday, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And then having dreams about it. So this is some deep stuff that is needing to be awakened to. And the reason why it hasn't come forward, don't worry if you're like, man, this was years ago, like, have I really not healed this? Because I asked myself the same question, but Spirit is saying, the divine is saying, no, you weren't at a point where you would have been able to handle healing that. So it's coming up now because we're at a place where we are able to, yeah, look at this, strength. All major arcana, guys. This is super intense energy. This is huge. Courage, strength, and control. We're in a place where we can handle it. We can handle it. It's like, you know what they say, like, God doesn't give you what you can't handle, or, you know, the universe will never show you something that you can't, that you're not meant to see, or that, you know, if you're not in a place to see it or hear it or know that truth, you won't. This is why some of us awake at different times, awaken to our spirituality, our divine sovereignty, and our divine truth later than others. Six of Swords, yeah. Finally moving on. Explore and discovery is also written here too. So moving on from the old and exploring and discovering a new version of ourselves, a new version of who we are, who we have always been that we haven't met yet. The Fool. Look at this. A new purity, potential, risk, innocence, desire, and fresh beginnings. Another major arcana. So 5 major arcana out of 6 cards. That's literally insane. So what's next for us when it comes to healing this? Because for a lot of us, this has been buried in our subconscious for a very long time. Oh my goodness, that's way too many. One sec, guys. Okay. Let's try it again. Yeah, so a lot of us, this has been buried in our subconscious for a long period of time. For me, it's been buried in my subconscious for 8 years. 8 years. I've carried this trauma. I've harbored this trauma. We're about to heal 8 years worth of trauma. And for others, it could be longer, it could be shorter, it doesn't matter. If you're here for the journey, if you're going through the same thing, you're going through the same thing, and we're all here for each other. Oh, wow. Ace of Cups and the Creator card. So this is unique to the deck. And it's a no card. But it talks about, I barely use this. So the Ace of Cups is new beginnings, love, relationships. So a new beginning in your divine counterpart connection, but also a new beginning within yourself that brings around emotional fulfillment. So this new beginning that brings emotional fulfillment could be a new job, getting, you know, a new opportunity, finally embarking on your purpose, something like that. But it's absolutely talking about relationships too. But I feel like for a lot of us, it's both. A new beginning within the relationship with your counterpart, but also a new beginning coming to you in your life that brings a lot of emotional satisfaction. The Creator card signifies that there is a powerful energy brewing in the atmosphere around you. It may feel overwhelming and tinged with undertones of darkness. Indeed, you may feel the urge to run and find shelter from this storm, but trust that you are ready to transmute this force into something that will propel you forward on your path. Wow. This card is also here to remind you of the power of the word no. No to things that overwhelm you. or undermine you. No to people who drain your life source. No to thoughts that drag you into despair. You are mightier than you think, and a glimmer of faith paired with a solid intention can give you the power to harness lightning. Each day, you have the choice to be the victim of fear and circumstance or the creator of a new consciousness. Choose wisely. So yeah, this is definitely acknowledging that, yeah, there is a storm brewing, but please, like, you need to trust, be willing to stand out in that storm and know that you are not going to be struck by lightning. Know it. Because God, source, the divine creator wouldn't send you out into that storm, or wouldn't be beckoning you out into that storm just to shoot you down with lightning. It's just absolutely not a thing. Just know that you are ready to stand out in that storm and let the storm rain, the stormy rain, and that the energy of the storm cleanse you, completely cleanse you, and spiritually transmute all of that old gunk so that you can welcome in what it is that you've been looking for, what it is that you've been wanting. And look at this. Underneath the deck, we've got the Mother Star with the yes. So we have the Creator, no, and the Mother Star, yes. So that's the bottom of the deck energy. And underneath that, we have the Devil. And the Eight of Wands. So relinquishing fear, letting fear wash away. Okay, you know what the song they're giving me? Carrie Underwood, Blown Away. If you don't know that song, go and watch it. Go watch the film clip and listen to it. That's literally what I'm getting. The energy of this reading is that energy. This is what the Divine Feminines are about to do. We're about to literally stand out and watch the tornado go completely around you, and you will come out of it untouched, unscathed, and with a brand new beginning that you've been wanting. The scariest thing is the before moment of allowing yourself to face that. But knowing that you've already faced it, the scariest part is already over. You've already been through that. You've already done it. It happened years ago. And underneath that, we have new beginnings, Two of Cups. And the Emperor, you literally, Divine Masculine. You can't make it up. Prosperity, property. I never knew it said property. Beginnings. So new prosperous beginnings. So some of you might be moving in with your masculine. Your masculine might be asking you to move in with them, or they might be proposing to you, or asking you to be official with them. Whatever it is, know that that's what's ahead. That's literally what's ahead. This one fell out too, Seven of Cups. So choice, instinct, passion, extremes. So you have the choice within this storm, within this chaos, whatever chaos comes up, you have the choice to ask. You have the choice for what you want to be the outcome. Okay, well, if I'm gonna be amongst this and I'm gonna be going through all this energy, Creator, this is what I want. Bring me this. Whatever that Ace of Cups is for you. Two of Pentacles, harmony, balance, but also adjustments. Adjustments are required in order to bring this in, and you know this. The Fool again, and the Three of Wands. So adventure, luck, action. So it's really not as scary as we think it's going to be. It may, and the reason why it looks so scary then in the first place is because of our trauma. So dropping our trauma means that we have to face it, which means we have to look at it, which means we have to maybe feel some residual feelings, experience some residual feelings and thoughts and actions, or, you know, whatever it is. But just know that I'm hearing that your trauma brain, your trauma memory will be wiped clean, meaning that you won't operate from that anymore once you operate from it for the last time. Whatever that means. So maybe there's an opportunity, or there's a moment coming up where you're super triggered. For me, this was last Friday. There could be more. God, I hope not, but I'm ready for it. You may find yourself in a similar position. With your masculine, and you'll be operating from the pain body, which is the trauma attached from the karmic ex, which needs to release. And what happens is we're operating from this way, and we're projecting that old, I'm zoning out because I'm channeling, projecting that old mindset, that old thought process, action process, the way that we react to our masculine, we're projecting from the karmic X onto the masculine. So that's probably why, you know, if we're all of a sudden acting crazy out of nowhere, it's because we're having an emotional flashback, not a physical flashback where we're remembering, although you might, but for a lot of us it's a physical reaction, and it's like, why am I feeling like this? Why am I acting like this? This does not make sense. Pay attention to the dreams that come up after that happens, but just know that this is what's coming next. All right, so what's very next? The world, achievement. It's also success, it's reward, but it's completion. It's a completion of a very, very, very long cycle. If you guys are into astrology, any astrology buffs on here, if you know the event that this took place, I would check, draw up a natal chart of the day that this happened, if you remember the date, and just, you know, do your best with the time. But got Ace of Wands, Page of Swords, so career, new beginnings with career, passion projects, things that inspire you. Okay, you're going to be receiving some communication, and this is because you have, this is coming in, this is able to come in because energetically you're open, energetically you have room, energetically you have space, Divine Feminine. Let's grab a Moonology card. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're not already, and follow me over on Instagram. The link is in the description, because I do post more regularly, like updates and things like that as they come to me. And time to give rather than take. Yeah, time to give to yourself. Give instead of asking for from the universe, from others. It's time to give to yourself. You and your loved ones are safe, so you don't have to worry about it. Yes, it's going to be scary, but it's just the anticipation of it that's scary. Facing it's not actually as scary. Why? Because it's not happening again. It's already happening. It's just the anticipation that's the scariest part. Oh my God. Seriously? You're very close to achieving your goal, which is clearing this once and for all. But also think of that big goal that you have. What is that big goal that you are trying to achieve right now? You can let me know in the comments if you feel so inclined, but whatever that is, that's literally coming. Believe in the impossible. You may think, oh my God, like this is like a 5-year plan. Like this is something that I'm achieving over 5 years. Well, expect it to happen literally overnight. This could happen overnight. Believe in the impossible. You're very close to achieving your goal. And it could just be something as simple as allowing yourself to feel into that, the yuck feeling, the yuck energy that you're experiencing from this trigger or whatever it is. Allow yourself to feel into it so that you can remember that you're here, not there, and it's done. And it's over with. Because the reason that you're feeling it again is because that feeling had gone unacknowledged in the past. So once you acknowledge it and feel it, voila, doesn't need to happen again. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This is one that's been hanging over your head for some years, that your karmic ex started. For a lot of you, I'm getting this was a 6-year relationship, like it was for me. It was a 6-year relationship with the karmic ex, and it's been 4 years since we broke up. So it's very interesting. It's time to release the negativity, and it's negativity that you don't know has been festering, but it's being brought to your attention because it's ready to be cleared. It's ready to be cleaned. Your hard work is paying off. Let's get one last one. In what way is the hard work paying off for the Divine Feminines here? Have faith in your dreams. Why? Because your dreams are coming true. All right, guys, like and subscribe, and don't forget to order a reading with me down below. Follow me on Instagram. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.